I mean, quite frankly, those are my top reasons why I'm not going to be dropshipping anymore in 2021 and onwards. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Yash. First and foremost, if you already aren't subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys do so with that post notification bell turned on. And last but not least, if you do want to get your good deed out and done with for today, make sure you guys smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. So I'm going to go ahead and take a wild guess. If you did click on this video and are currently watching it, you are already in the dropshipping game, or perhaps you're thinking of starting your own Shopify dropshipping store. Now, I do want to cut to the chase, as most of you guys did already see the title of this video. But before that, I do want to give a little bit of a background of myself, who I am, what I do, especially in the e-commerce dropshipping and digital marketing space. So it all kind of makes sense as to why I will not be dropshipping anymore in 2021 and onwards. Why have I came to this decision for myself and my businesses? So folks, my name is Yash. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, welcome. How are you doing? I initially got into e-commerce dropshipping my junior year of my undergraduate years when I attended Rutgers University. Shout out to all my New Jerseyans. Now, this was still when I was in my undergraduate years, meaning I was still finishing up my 4 years to work towards my bachelor degree. Now, to be quite frank, my first year did not look pretty at all. I lost a shit ton of money. I did get a lot of hate from family members and friends. Nonetheless, I do want to save that whole back end story for another video. Fast forward a year after that, I hit my first 6 figures profit per year. And since then, I've been able to build and scale multiple 6 and 7 figure dropshipping stores. Now, obviously, assuming you're already watching this video, you have somewhat of an idea what dropshipping is. I'm not gonna really get into how the business model works, but essentially, you have a store on a hosting platform such as Shopify. I personally use Shopify, at least a lot of people do in this space. You can also have like WooCommerce, WordPress, Wix, and you sell products and you don't have any upfront inventory. A customer places an order on your store, your supplier fulfills that order, processes it, ships it out, and directly sends it to your customer. So since then, I have been dropshipping full time. I've been putting all my time and energy into e-commerce dropshipping, and thankfully and fortunately, it has become a huge passion of mine. I mean, guys, I literally breathe, eat, and shit this stuff.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now, I thought to myself and I said, hey, if I could drive results to my own e-commerce stores through the utilization of paid ads, why not help other e-commerce business owners do the same? At the end of the day, if you're an e-commerce business, you need some sort of paid traffic to effectively and efficiently scale long-term and actually drive new customers through your door every single month. And that's when I decided to launch my own digital marketing agency, or SMMA, social media marketing agency. A lot of you guys are probably familiar with that term. And since then, I've been able to scale out the agency. We now have a few dozen clients. And I also have a very amazing team that I'm very fortunate to be a part of. And honestly, I've been pretty hands off over the past 3 to 5 months with my marketing agency. Like I mentioned, I have an amazing team under me that handles everything from the lead generation to the cold calling, to the discovery calls, to the closing calls, to the onboarding, so on and so forth. That way, I've been able to invest a little bit more time and energy on my business rather than in my business, and more so actually focus on building, scaling, and operating Shopify dropshipping stores. Now, I don't want to keep this video too lengthy, so let's actually dive in the main reason why you clicked on this video. So dropshipping is obviously one of the very small branches of e-commerce. It's a business model per se within e-commerce. And now over the years, I've built and accumulated a lot of great skills that are obviously needed to be successful in e-commerce. Influencer marketing, Facebook ads, Google ads, copywriting, pricing, how to build proper infrastructure, studying human behavior, human psychology. All these things are obviously needed to build, operate, run, and maintain a successful e-commerce dropshipping store. I've gotten to that point that when I wake up every single morning, I'm now looking for something that brings me more excitement, As weird as it sounds, that brings me more challenges and problems and hindrances so I can learn new things and grow from it. Ideally, something that brings that fire back inside me again that I had about a few months ago even. Something that calls my name, something I can work on every single day and build long-term and scalable. For those of you guys that may or may not know, I predominantly utilize Facebook ads when it comes to dropshipping. Facebook ads is my bread and butter. That is the main source of traffic and sales for my e-commerce dropshipping stores. Over the last few months, Facebook has also gotten very strict on the platform when it comes to dropshippers. They are in fact weeding a lot of dropshippers out because they don't quite frankly want them on their platform. Facebook really favors their users 110% and puts them at the top-notch priority. The main reason to my belief, and I think I'm almost right about this, is that Facebook is tired of a lot of dropshippers, especially when they scale, not doing business ethically, not fulfilling orders, not providing tracking information, not getting to customer emails, complaints, disputes, and chargebacks, and so on and so forth. Overall, such dropshippers are giving the users of Facebook a very bad reputation, and therefore a lot of dropshipping stores and sites have a very bad and negative stigma attached to them. Adding on, if you may or may not know, winning products are absolutely great. I mean, they can be a great source of cash flow and capital once you kind of figure out, who your Facebook audiences are, so on and so forth. But they only last for 3, 4, 5, 6, or maybe 7 or 8 weeks the most. After that, you start to see a lot of inconsistencies and the product eventually dies out until you get lucky a few weeks or a few months later and you find that next winning product. I do have a few stores running every single quarter. The year is obviously broken up into 4 different quarters: Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. And at the time of recording this video, we are currently in the middle of Q4, which is one of the biggest 3 to 4 months for e-commerce business owners. Currently, I have 3 total stores running and 2 of them are actually scaling. But the thing is, I don't know how long I'll be able to scale those stores till, perhaps till Christmas, maybe even weeks before that. It is definitely a very inconsistent factor. Your supplier can switch up on you, the prices can go higher anytime, your ad account may get banned because you are a dropshipper. Honestly, there are so many factors into it. And the biggest one, I almost forgot, is that people can hop on that product very quickly, making that product very saturated in the market, having a lot of market reach and having a lot of market awareness. There's so many people that can copy you word from word, and there is really no security or tight-knitted promise attached to that product or products that you are scaling. Going back to my point, I want something that brings me that excitement every single day. I mean, no matter which route I go towards, there's gonna be challenges and hindrances and roadblocks, but those are obviously good because they make you stronger and they build character, and you learn so much from them that later you can utilize to bring you even more of a positive ROI into your business and your life. Therefore, after Q1 of 2021, I'm going to stop personally dropshipping from China. Yes, once you scale, you can still order inventory into the US. You can get a fulfillment center, a private agent, a 3PL service. Nonetheless, 99.9% of the time, all these products are still manufactured and are coming from Chinese factories and other third-party suppliers over there. Now, there has been a few instances where I was able to really scale a product and I ordered a bulk number of orders for that product to the United States to a fulfillment center / 3PL service, and I ended up actually white labeling that product. White labeling a product is a little bit different than dropshipping. It still may consist of the infrastructure or the logistics of dropshipping almost, but it's essentially rebranding a product and putting your logo on it. You can also do custom packaging and stuff like that as well. It does have a little bit more of a branded feel and look to it, maybe a better customer experience, but the product is still not yours. It's just basically being rebrand it like I said. Imagine a Poland Spring bottle and putting your own store name on it. It is not your concept or design or idea. I was actually able to exit from one of my white label brands earlier this year during Q2, which was very exciting. That kind of brings me on to my next point, why I want to go full on towards private labeling, because I've learned all these skills, within my dropshipping businesses over the past 3.5 years. And now I want to take that up a notch higher. And private labeling means having your own product, having your own baby. Yes, I want to be the father to my own product, but it's basically manufactured in the US or China, but I probably will prefer manufacturing it in the US, potentially getting a patent around it, your own design, your own concept, so on and so forth. So there's more upfront time, money, and energy that goes into it. It may be a little bit harder to scale during the beginning, to get that traction, but long term, I know it will really pay off. And 5 or 10 years down the line, I would really, quite frankly, like to have an exit strategy from that brand that I would like to have called mine and mine only. And this is something I'm going to work on very properly from the get-go, give my full attention when it comes to suppliers, logistics, infrastructure, overall, packaging, shipping, customer service, actually having a custom developed store instead of just having a free Shopify theme. This is personally the direction I'm seeking to go forward in 2021 and onwards, specifically from Q2 and onwards, just because I am where I am right now. Now, this doesn't mean if you're watching this, if you're a beginner or if you just want to get into dropshipping, that you shouldn't dropship. That is not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying dropshipping is dead. I'm not saying dropshipping has no potential. You just tested a product, or maybe you're launching your dropshipping store the following week. Well, congrats in that case, but that doesn't mean, don't get into dropshipping or don't dropship because it's not profitable, it doesn't have potential. That is exactly not what I am saying. I highly believe that dropshipping is a great gateway, a great entry point into e-commerce, to learn these skills, to form these relationships, these networks, obtain actually that cash flow and that capital to later on the line, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, get into actual e-commerce if that is the direction you do want to go towards. Maybe you want to dropship for a few years, be successful with it, gain some capital, and boom, not even touch e-commerce for the rest of your life. I always think I'll have some part and take within e-commerce, whether it be 2 years from now or 20 years from now, in some way, shape, or form. I love the laptop lifestyle. I love being able to call myself a legitimate brand owner and someday actually leave a legacy behind that brand. I know a lot of this may be far-fetched, but anything is possible after I saw what dropshipping could really do for me and how it affected and changed my life in the better way, along with bringing me so many valuable life lessons. Ladies and gentlemen, this doesn't mean that I will stop putting out dropshipping content. It doesn't mean I'll stop talking or teaching about dropshipping. I will obviously always stick to that and help other people who are getting into the dropshipping space and need any insight and advice. I more specifically wanted to make this more of an update video for you guys, explain actually where I'm coming from. Maybe you guys can bounce off some ideas or, at least get some insight and value from content like this. I will continue to post e-commerce dropshipping related videos for you guys. I'll always be connected into the dropshipping space, but I would also like to keep you guys updated where my journey is with this new avenue I'll be taking from Q2 of 2021 and onwards. Oh, and one last thing before you guys do exit the video. The purpose of this video was not to discourage you guys from start dropshipping or to work towards it. Dropshipping can in fact and will be very rewarding if you put in the proper time and energy, if you get the proper guidance and utilize your resource to your full potential. You guys were able to hear yourselves what kind of doors dropshipping opened up for me. It created the lifestyle I actually wanted. It gave me a lot of different opportunities to meet and network with such amazing people in the space, quite frankly. Now I more so want to be able to use the culmination of skills and resources I have collected and developed over the past 3 to 4 years and start more of a long-term and legitimate e-commerce brand with quality, revisiting, and lifetime customers. I look at a brand as being a community of people that love your product, that can share your product on social media without being told to do so, that tell their friends, family, and their loved ones about your product, let alone your brand. And that's what I'm more so working towards, and I'm very excited for this next chapter, for this next journey. Therefore, I just wanted to clear that up really quickly so we're both on the same page here. So if you're in the dropshipping space and you're still working to find that first winning product, keep practicing your skills, keep implementing feedback into action, and more than that, don't look back. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video and truly got something out of it. Thank you guys so much once again for tuning in, especially if you stayed till this point in the video. Until next time, your boy's out. Peace.